Hello friends, let us now learn about the symptoms of pulmonary arterial hypertension. So pulmonary arterial hypertension, first the patient will have dyspnea, chest pain. The patients will have syncopal episodes. Afterload on right ventricle will increase. Left ventricular volume will decrease. This will decrease the cardiac output, decrease the BP, and thus resulting in syncopal episodes. Okay, so these are the things which are seen in pulmonary arterial hypertension. Okay, because of the pulmonary arterial hypertension, there is backflow to the right ventricle, so there occurs right ventricular hypertrophy will occur. This right ventricular hypertrophy will occur. Okay, and then you will also see signs like left parasternal heave is seen. Why? Because of the hypertrophy of right ventricle, you see left parasternal heave is seen. Okay, and you will see one more murmur which is called as Graham-Steele murmur occurs. Why does Graham-Steele murmur occurs? This occurs due to pulmonary regurgitation. If there is pulmonary regurgitation secondary to pulmonary arterial hypertension. Pulmonary arterial hypertension leads to pulmonary regurgitation which can present as Graham-Steele murmur. This is actually an early diastolic murmur or pulmonary click. Then you will also see presence of single S2, that is there will be loud P2. You will see pulmonary ejection click also. Okay, so these are the main symptoms which you see in pulmonary arterial hypertension. So if you see the diagnostic criteria include pulmonary artery pressure should be more than 25 millimeters of Hg at rest. Okay, then what are you going to see on chest x-ray? On chest x-ray you will see presence of chest x-ray will show, it will mainly show enlargement of central pulmonary arteries with accent attenuation. It will show enlargement of central pulmonary arteries with attenuation of peripheral vessels, and as a result it results in oligemic lung fields. Okay, then it will also result in right ventricular enlargement. This right ventricular enlargement will be seen in chest x-ray as diminished retrosternal space. Okay, and you will also, and there will be right atrial dilatation also. This right atrial dilatation is seen as prominent right heart border is seen. Okay, so these are the things that are mainly seen on chest x-ray in pulmonary arterial hypertension. Then what are seen in ECG? In ECG you will see signs of right ventricular hypertrophy are seen. Signs of right ventricular hypertrophy or strain signs of right ventricular hypertrophy or strain are seen, which include there will be right axis deviation. What is right axis deviation? R wave by S wave if it is greater than 1 in lead 1. Then that is right axis deviation. You can also see incomplete or complete. You can also see incomplete or complete right bundle branch block is seen, or there can be increased P wave amplitude in lead 2 is seen. Increased P wave amplitude in lead 2 due to right atrial enlargement. What is this called? Increased P wave amplitude in lead 2 due to right atrial enlargement. This is called as P pulmonale. Okay, then you will also see T wave inversion will be seen. Okay, T wave inversion is seen, and you can see sinus tachycardia. One important thing is ECG changes do not correlate with disease severity or prognosis. ECG changes do not correlate with disease severity or prognosis. Right. Next. These are ECG findings. Now what about the Doppler echocardiography? So what are the findings which you see on Doppler echocardiography? Okay, on Doppler echocardiography you will see presence of right ventricular enlargement is seen. Then you will see presence of right ventricular hypertrophy. Okay, then you will see right atrial enlargement is seen. Then we can see presence of functional because of high velocity regurgitant jet. You can see functional tricuspid regurgitation with a high velocity regurgitant jet by Doppler. Then you will also see mid-systolic notch. You will see mid-systolic notch on pulmonary artery Doppler flow. Mid-systolic notch on pulmonary artery Doppler flow is seen, and you will also see flattening of ventricular septum during systole. Right, thank you for watching.